Hey everybody, I want to wheeze here. It is Tuesday, October 14th, 2014, technically Wednesday the 15th. It's basically been 10 days since the North American launch of Trap Team. If you recall, what I got in the advanced copy of the game was the Xbox One starter pack. The reason for that, I plan to live stream the entire game from the Xbox One via Twitch. If you don't follow me on Twitch, go ahead and do that. That said, a lot of people said, whoa, why aren't you getting it for the Wii U? You're not getting it for the Wii. What's the deal? You're one of wisdom. It's like I told everybody. Don't worry, I'm going to get the Dark Edition for the Wii U. Again, kind of keeping my priorities in line. My biggest issue between the two versions is simply the button change. I don't know what it is, but anymore, games don't allow you to custom set the buttons. When I was my nephew's age, any game I bought, I could come in there and I could make the buttons just basically whatever I wanted them to be. You don't even have that option anymore. It seems like a minor deal having X, Y, A, B, and then having them flipped, Y, X, B, A, but it's actually a huge deal when you get it ingrained in your mind. And that aside, what we plan to do with the Wii U Dark Edition. Of course, number one, I'll get the Dark Edition, which is why you hopefully get it, in addition to the Ultimate Chaos Trap. But similarly, my nephew and I will do a co-op playthrough of Trap Team based on the Wii U. So, that said, if you recall, the other issue I had is that on launch day, Toys R Us did not have a Wii U Dark Edition. That's because the scalper lady came in and she took all 4 of their starter packs. I waited, they still haven't gotten in. As of this weekend when I was in there, they had Dark Editions 4 per console for every console except the Wii U. Could I have found it elsewhere? Possibly, but Toys R Us had the good buy one, get one 40%, which included starter packs. As such, what I did, I went in and I ordered it from toysrus.com. I selected expedited shipping because I thought it would be coming from Groveport, Ohio, or wherever their headquarters is. And apparently when you expedite shipping with Toys R Us, they just grab it from the closest Toys R Us and send it your way. My only complaint with that is I wanted to keep this thing pristine and mint, and there's like smudges and scuffs all over the box. It's really not big enough of a deal for me to take it back, number one, because my local store still doesn't have it, but that's really the only downer. So again, if you can pick these up in store, do that way you can handle them yourself. That said, this is awesome. Again, this is for the Nintendo Wii U. It is the Dark Edition. You note that there's like a holographic tinfoil type thing to the entire packaging, and it looks incredibly cool. Plus, it's a big step up from the standard starter packs, just in terms of quality, appearance, packaging, and the standard starter packs actually not too shabby either. So, what's included though? You get Dark Food Fight, Dark Snapshot, and then kind of your bonus third wheel character is Dark Wildfire. So if you're a fan of Wildfire, this is definitely something that might sway you to pick up the Dark Edition. In addition to that, you get the Water Tiki, the Life Hammer, and then the Ultimate Chaos Trap. Now, I already have the standard Chaos Trap they sent out. You can see it back there by Blue Metallic Terrapin. Or Legendary Jawbreaker, if you're not familiar with Blue Metallic Terrapin, a custom paint I did. But I will do a comparison of those two. Probably make it a standalone video too. That said, this is really nice. It is, it's not like a hard plastic or anything, but the backgrounds is the Skylands. It's just really, really cool. Side, they're just promoting the website, Skylanders.com. Coming over there in your hand on the portal into the game. It's a Dark Snapshot in that case. Backside is very impressive. Again, same thing we saw there. Dark Snapshots in your hand on the portal and then in the game. And right there, check that out. That is actually the Ultimate Chaos Trap. It's larger, significantly larger, and it's got these special colorations on it. Trap Chaos and then put him into the game. Features and what is included. We've got the all-new Traptanium portal. You've got Dark Wildfire and Dark Snapshot, the Trapmaster Skylanders, which are the ultimate trappers. Dark Food Fight, again, he remains one of my most anticipated and probably going to turn out to be one of my favorite new landers. Skylanders, each with unique abilities and powers. Right there, you've got Defeat and Capture 40 plus villains and traps. Again, Water Tiki, Life Hammer, and Ultimate Chaos. I believe Life Hammer is Weed Whacker. Off the top of my head, I cannot think what the Water Tiki is. I know it has a name. I've got it documented. I just don't have it handy. All Skylanders can trap. That means if you want to go through and play with your minis, they can trap. If you want to play with Tree Rex and Bouncer, they can trap. If you want to play with Dino Ring, Voodoo, and Ghost Roaster, they can trap. You can also play with your friends. A little background here, that looks really cool. Capture evil, unleash good. Chaos has blown up the walls of the feared Cloud Cracker prison, freeing the most notorious villains in Skylands. It's up to you and the Skylanders to find and capture them using Traptanium, a magic material that can harness the power of the elements. You have the amazing ability to trap the villains and return them to Skylands to fight for you. Begin the ultimate adventure as you explore Skylands in search of the escaped villains. We won't read the foreign language counterpart there. Right there you can kind of see some of the traps. Looks like, what is that? That is the Tech Hammer, the Water Axe. Again, I'm trying to get the exact sculpt names. Whatever magic. Life Torch, Undead Skull, Banded Boulder, the Air Jughead, and the Fire Scepter. I believe that this trap tray also has a slightly better appearance, darker in color if you will. We'll do a standalone comparison of those two. Trap collection tray is included. All Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, Skylanders Giants, and Skylanders Swap Force toys work in the Skylanders Trap Team game. Very cool stuff there. Now, if we can focus right there, exploring mystical new world, there's of course the Skylanders Academy. There's Dark Food Fight, embark on an epic new adventure. Chaos and the Chompy Mage, trap and play as villains. And as you can see there, Dark Wildfire and Dark Snapshot working in tandem. You can play with your friends. Lastly, challenge yourself with fun mini-games. Coming down here, included inside, exclusive to the Dark Edition Starter Pack, Dark Food Fight, Dark Wildfire, Dark Snapshot, and once again the Ultimate Chaos Trap. Again, it's larger and in charge. The Trap Collection Tray is included. You also get the 2 traps, of course, that you have standard in the regular Starter Pack. And then you get trading cards and sticker sheets with the secret codes. Bottom, nothing fancy to see there, aside from the official Nintendo seal of approval. So, with that said, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and take a look at the Mighty Mighty Dark Edition Skylanders. I think there's only one round of tape. Let's find out. Yes, super easy. Okay, first thing I notice is there are some web codes right at the top of the box, which is cool because they're actually not going to get bent up that way. But it's also bad because I don't want people to see those. So, oh wow, that's actually really cool. It's like compartmentalized. The packaging people in this one really stepped up their game, and I cannot thank them enough. Chase McCain is hidden somewhere. Keep your eyes out for him. Alright, let's see here. Trying to see what I want to do. Okay, this little tab here is actually our trap tray, so I'm going to slide that bad boy out. There we go. Okay, so very cool stuff there. Again, I think I'll make a standalone video on this. Interesting little tidbit here, Dr. Crankcase, the Tech Element Doom Raider, his is not punched out all the way. So let me know if you picked up the Dark Edition, if you had the same little feature there. That said, let me kind of show you here. Actually, I'll bring you around to the front side would be the best way to do this. Alright, let me slide him back over. These guys are still in place. Dark Wildfire, the traps, Dark Food Fight, Dark Snapshot. That's because the middle part actually came out. So, let's go ahead and take advantage of that. This is very cool. I love the way they package this. This is the game, and it snapped right out so easily. It is the Wii U. Obviously, we've covered this, kind of in the X-Bone Starter Pack. It's the same thing. We've kind of covered it on the back. What you want to see is, of course, what this is going to look like in your game library. You got the Skylanders Trap Team logo. I nearly said Swap Force. You got Wii U, the Snapshot little character icon there. Cover art, Mini Genie, Food Fight, Wallop, Snapshot, Sure Shot, Shroom Boom down below. Villains, we've got Doom Raiders across the board. Wolfgang and the Chompy Mage, and then, of course, everyone's favorite villain, Chaos. Inside, no Club Nintendo, because it's not exclusive to anything. No manuals. I'm really sad about that. And that's not just this game, it's every game anymore. And then, of course, right there, we have got the artwork featuring Snapshot and Chaos. So, the game looks really good in the blue case of the Wii U. So, we'll set that down. Now, right here, we have the Traptanium portal. I guess I'll go ahead and get this out. I could theoretically, I think, plug in the Xbox One. I think it has a black cord. Don't hold me to that. It's been a while since I unboxed it. What I like to do here is be very careful and just kind of work everything out slowly. Or like that. And, the Traptanium portal is awesome. I don't think there's anything that indicates it's specific to Nintendo, but it does have the serial number there. This is a very impressive little device. Much more on it later. We will actually deal with it in a standalone video as well. Now, taped in here, we have an important little package, if you will. To set that aside. This is a total mess, but what we want to do is actually open this up, which is very easy to do once you get it out of there. And we're going to slide this up because we've got some cool stuff in here you need to take a look at. Most importantly, these stat cards. This stuff here, we don't care. Now right here, I don't know if this is a combination. I guess it is a combination. It's double-sided, I guess. So, what I will do, that wasn't supposed to happen, is unfold this. This is basically what I use on several of my social media outlets and for the Skylander Club. It's basically your Dark Edition poster. You got Snapshot, you got Wildfire in the middle, and you got Food Fight. It's massive. I'll do a standalone video on it in comparison with the others. And then, of course, right here, you've got the poster, and you think, okay, you know, what's so special about it? It's pretty much our standard fare. Put your stickers on, yada yada. None of the question marks are revealed just yet. I don't know. Well, here's the difference right there, where we have the 4 question marks, which are still there in the top corner. Again, this is unbelievably hard to showcase to you. You've actually got the 3 dark characters in place. So, only downside is in the past, if I'm not mistaken, this was a standalone poster, and then what you see on this flip side was a standalone poster. The one in Swap Force was absolutely massive, but nonetheless, it's cool. It's geared towards collectors, and I think you will appreciate it. So I'm going to set that aside. Just remember it came with the game. We'll put that back. Traptanium portal, again, look for a standalone video on this soon. I'll do the 2 side by side. We will set it down. And now what I'm going to do is actually grab this section. And I literally do mean section. This is Dark Food Fight and Dark Snapshot. What I want to do first is get their cards out. Okay, there is tape. It's not actually tape. It's like one of those packing dots. And since it's a really nicely done plastic case, it actually blends in quite nicely. The reason I'm not showing you this is because people are weird and they take web codes, and I don't know why, but they do, and I don't want them to take these because they're dark editions. If these were regulars, I'd probably just show them to you. But what I will do for you is tell you that right there where that tape is, which you can kind of see, that is where the sticker sheets for Dark Food Fight and Dark Snapshot are. Now we're going to slide this out, and hopefully we can do this without mangling the package. Again, I like to go by the base when possible, especially with these dark figures. I don't want to kind of like strip the paint or anything crazy. That went fairly smooth, I should say. We'll take a detailed look in just a second. This we can actually bend just a little bit. Let me come in from the back side. There we go. Main thing, just don't grab the Traptanium weapon. Again, he looks so freaking awesome as the Dark Edition character. Now I'm going to reverse assemble this thing, put it back in the way I got it out. Why? Because I'm going to put this back in to the box. Alright, so let's slide that down. And just like so, we've reassembled it. Everything is nice like it should be. Alright, so that is taken care of. Now I've got the same situation here. Again, right there, they've got these, sticker sheets with the web codes there, and people will take them. I've got a track record anytime they're shown, whether people mean to, and some people say, hey, you showed your codes on accident. I might want to edit that out, and then of course by that time someone has already taken them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy freed up. Really hard to do it without tearing things, but we got it done. We'll set that aside, and now we can actually open this up and have access to what counts. So alright, here we go. Dark Wildfire is the main draw here. Again, don't grab him by the shield. You risk something bad happening. Try to get him by the base, if possible. He is in there very well. Got him freed up. We're going to set him down. Now, we're going to go ahead. This was the trap. It was like the flaw. It should have been pressed into the packaging right there where you see that recess. That's why it popped out so easy. So I'll set that one down on the edge of the pool table. Same thing with this water teepee. I'll try to keep them separately. Now the good news is if you pick up the 2 starter packs, you've already got the 2 extra traps. And if you think, wait, I wanted all the traps anyway, what you can do with these, if you have a villain that you really like, before they are evolved, you can keep it on one of these traps, life and water. And then of course if you have some that you like evolved really well, you can flip that around. Now, that is the ultimate chaos trap. We're gonna pop it out. It is big, it is heavy, it is awesome. It is the ultimate chaos trap. So, time to put everything back because it is the Dark Edition and it is geared towards collectors. So, I'm gonna fold that down, fold the tabs in, place this back into the starter pack. And there we go. We've kind of got that reassembled. As you can see there, everything's like it was, minus the characters being out. So, what I'm going to do first, let's go ahead. I know you want to see the Chaos Trap, so I'm going to make you wait on that. What I will do first is just a real quick stat comparison betwixt these 3. Now, these are kind of like adhesive together. I mean, I'm not making that up. I don't quite know why they would have done that. Doesn't seem to be any residue on them. I guess it's just like a freak deal. I don't know. Again, if your cards did this, let me know. But again, I'm not making that up. You can see they're just 2 together. So, Dark Snapshot. Let's take a look here. Power, 130 out of 250. Well, that'll come into focus for you. There we go. Armor, 130 out of 250. Agility, 220 out of 250. And luck, 120 out of 250. Those are some crazy high numbers. Add all that up and we have 260, 360, 460, 480, 600 out of 1,000. Now let's take a look at his standard snapshot cards. Again, note the difference here. 100, 100, 180, 120. So it is plus 30 on power, plus 30 on armor, plus 40 on speed, and dead even on luck. So that's very nice. I will see how these 2 compare in the game. Coming around here, we'll go ahead and stick with the Trap Masters, I guess. We have Dark Wildfire, brand new via the starter pack. Power, 150 out of 250. Armor, ridiculous, 240 out of 250. Speed or agility, 120 of 250, and luck, 100 of 250. In comparison, standard Wildfire here on the left, plus 20 on the power, plus 40 on the armor, plus 20 on the speed, and plus 20 on the luck. So very cool stuff there. Totals out of 1,000 here, we would be sitting at 390, 490, 510, 610 out of 1,000 with Dark Wildfire. Now, last but certainly not least, it is Dark Food Fight. Dark Food Fight, power 70 out of 250. I don't know why that's not focusing tonight. Armor, 70 out of 250. Speed or agility, 100 of 250. Luck, 180 of 250. And of course, over here, we have Standard Food Fight. Dark Food Fight, plus 10 on the power, plus 10 on the armor, plus 20 on the speed, and plus 40 on the luck. Grand totals here out of 1,000 for Dark Food Fight. We are sitting at 180, 280, 350, 420 out of 1,000. So very nice stat boost for these guys. Again, the Life Trap, the Life Hammer, and the Water Trap, the Water Tiki standard fare, they actually match what we got in our standard starter packs. Again, you can kind of see those there. If you're a big fan of these two traps, it's just more incentive to actually pick up the Dark Edition. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and do the Chaos Trap. Don't want to keep you waiting too long. This is the standard Chaos Trap Activision sent out. It is important to note people have found this. He's technically kind of like his own wave, from what I've been told. Some people found him on launch day. Some people found him when the Wave 2 traps came out. I think he comes in his own box. It just kind of depends how he's put out. And then, of course, probably what's going to happen are people are going to buy these up and hawk them on eBay. So beware of that. That said, the way that you can avoid having to deal with this is to do this, the Ultimate Chaos Trap. It's got the paint. It's a silver on black, which is a very Oakland Raider look. It looks great together. The Chaos Elemental logo down there, you see it matched on his head, but slightly enlarged. The eyes look very, very menacing. And look at the just the overall increase in size there. It is pretty dadgum massive. I mean, he just dwarfs the standard Chaos there. So very cool. And then the Ultimate Chaos Trap, of course, only available in the Dark Edition starter pack. We will put Chaos back over there. Snapshot. Awesome. Trap Master, Water Element, kind of the leader of the Trap Masters, if you will. Looks really, really good in his standard coloration. However, also looking very well is Dark Snapshot. Again, the legendaries are hit or miss to me. It depends on the character. But something that is not hit or miss is the dark. The black and silver just works on characters better. I think the legendaries I would personally like if they were a different shade of blue. And again, I'm not a fan of gold, so that may have something to do with it. Dark Snapshot, though, he looks awesome. The coolest thing about this is if you're a Snapshot fan, this character right here, Dark Snapshot, allows you to come in and take the other path. So it works out very well for people like myself. Now, that said, what really, really sets him off, the sword and the bow and arrow combination, it looks wicked cool up against the black and the silver. So again, there those two guys are side by side. I'm not going to read their bios. I'll do that in the introduction, and it'll just save us a little bit of time here. Now, Dark Wildfire. Let's take a look at him. Number one, he's still got the ginormous Traptanium shield. And again, the black and the silver, it kind of works with the red as well. Again, that's just kind of something that doesn't clash too bad in my opinion. He doesn't look quite as cool as Dark Snapshot in my opinion, but he does look very menacing. Would have been nice if this same fade we have on the front side was also on the back of the mane. That's just personal preference. I do like the tie-in with the tail. But overall, he looks great, just not quite as cool as Dark Snapshot in my opinion. Now, side by side, we've got Standard Wildfire here, which he's an all-gold character. Again, I'm not a huge fan of gold, but for some reason with him and the fire and the giant Traptanium shield, it's really not that objectionable, even to me. But like I said, if you're a huge fan of Wildfire, just like with Snapshot, pick up both starter packs. Pick up the Dark starter pack and Wildfire. And you can actually come through and you can take both paths. So that is super cool. We will set him back down. We're going to set Dark Wildfire down. Last but not least, we have my favorite artichoke and also the only artichoke in the game. It's Food Fight. Now, Food Fight, of course, in my opinion, he looks better in a standard coloration, but he does not look bad like this. And the cool thing here, they did the fade up front, black and silver with him, but they also did it on the back side, which I think was an important touch that I wish they would have done with Wildfire. Now, of course, like I said, this guy just looks better all around to me because he's standard coloring. That's how he should be colored. But this guy is pretty cool as well. So really no change on the gun or the tomatoes. The backside again basically the same, just the color swap. The main thing here, I can now take both paths with Food Fight, and that's going to be awesome because again he was one of my most anticipated Skylanders. Both characters locked and loaded. I'm not so sure that the blue eyes would not have looked better in the dark food fight. Basically transplant these sky blue eyes over here to this character. I think that would have actually looked a little bit better than the yellow. That's just my opinion, but nonetheless, maybe you agree with me. Snapshot basically kept the same eyes, but again, I kind of think the blue would have looked well with the overall appearance of this guy. Nonetheless, that is basically the Dark Edition Starter Pack in a nutshell. Why would you get the Dark Edition Starter Pack? It's basically 20 bucks more, but what you're getting is, of course, an extra Trap Master, which is Dark Wildfire that you can see here. That alone is basically $15 or $16 worth the price. I guess it's $25 more, roughly. So that's basically $15 or $16. Then you're left with $9. And the way I look at it is you're getting the trap, which again put a street value on the standard Chaos Trap at $5.99, $6.99 at different retailers. But then factor in that you're not going to be able to find it, or if you do find it, you got to make a trip and stalk a store or bother employees for it. Totally worth it. It's awesome. Then, of course, you basically get the collector poster, which again can only be found in the Dark Edition. It's just one of those things where it really pays off is, one, if you're into the special characters. That's what I didn't factor into the price. You know, if you were to go in and buy, you know, a legendary Jawbreaker or something, you're going to spend the extra money and have it coincide with the standard Jawbreaker. This, you're basically getting 3 special characters in one package, and most importantly, the ultimate Chaos Trap. Why is this, in my opinion, so important? Again, because that little guy right there, the standard Chaos Trap, is going to be hard to find. It's very hard to find right now. As often as I have been in the stores since launch 10 days ago, do you know how many I have seen? The answer is 0. Aside from the one that I was sent, I have never seen that thing on the shelves at any store. I've been in Best Buy several times, I've been in Target multiple times, and I've been in Toys R Us a ton. So, like I said, if you're getting to that point in the game, maybe now you're ready to battle and trap chaos, and you can't find that thing, this is your answer. And hopefully you went with the Dark Edition. Again, I preached to get the Dark Edition last time, when it was exclusive at GameStop. To me, it's a great deal. You get the extra character. They're all special. You get some extra perks in there. And overall, to me, it's just a really cool deal. That said, I'm going to get these guys scanned into my 3DS version of the game so I can play as them. Wish I could scan this into the 3DS version. That'd just be cool. This is actually an awesome display piece. If you ever have a Traptanium portal on display, this is the one that you would want in there because it's cool, it looks awesome, it's a conversation piece, and it's the ultimate Chaos Trap. What better trap to have than the ultimate Chaos Trap? That said, again, 99 bucks is basically the price. Toys R Us, if you got in on launch day, you get to buy one, get one 40%. That knocks your regular starter pack down almost half price. If you went to 3DS, you got a smoking deal on that. If you went to tablet, you got a good deal on that. If you went with a different console, that was a good deal. I don't think the Dark Editions are going to be hard to find, aside from if you have a scalper lady in your town like I do who buys them all up for one console. Again, why the Wii U? Obviously, her mindset and what she must have experienced good luck with in the past is this is a game kind of geared towards kids, as they like to say, and that would be the Wii U. You know, it's kind of the family console still, if you will. So I could have, in theory, picked it up for the Xbox One, but my issue is I wanted the game for the Wii U, so that's why I went ahead and just ordered it from ToysRUs.com. So, like I said, they've had it for every console at my store except the Wii U. I don't know if they've restocked and she just cleaned house again. Who knows? I could have bought it for the Wii. If you get in a situation like that where maybe scalpers are plucking all the Wii U ones, go ahead and buy it for the Wii, assuming you have a Wii. If you don't, it's still not a huge deal because you get a download code in there which will basically give you the game for free on the Wii U. That's probably something Activision and Nintendo set up. It actually makes it a very viable option. Again, the characters are the main thing, but in my case, I actually wanted the game on 2 different consoles. So, like I said, my nephew and I are going to do a co-op playthrough with this Dark Edition on the Wii U because we both like Nintendo layouts. And again, the problem now is I've played with the Xbox and I'm going to be hitting the Xbox One button layouts on the Wii U, and it just gets into a mess. I wish there was like a universal controller something like that. Or if I just had the option in the game to still switch and customize it, I would be just fine. But that said, we'll get back to that. Again, I'm going to live stream the Xbox One to my Twitch channel. Follow me there. I will then export it over to YouTube. If you catch me while I'm streaming, we can chat. You can ask questions, interactive things like that. That's kind of the point of the live stream. And then, of course, like I said, my nephew and I will be coming in and doing our basic co-op playthrough with the Dark Edition. So gameplay will be exactly the same, but it's special to us because it's the Dark Edition. So what you get: the Ultimate Chaos Trap, you get the Water Tiki and the Life Hammer, you get Dark Wildfire, you get Dark Food Fight, you get Dark Snapshot, you get the Traptanium Portal, you get your collector poster, which I've tossed aside so it wouldn't tear, you get the game, you get your web codes, you get your special Dark Edition stat cards, if you will. Pretty much covered it, but again, $99.99 I believe is the price. It may go on sale, probably Black Friday, maybe even after that. Don't expect a huge drop, but again, to me, it's actually well worth it. That kind of comes as someone that really enjoys the series, likes having access to the special characters. And the biggest thing for me is just with these three characters now, Snapshot, Food Fight, and Wildfire, I've got an alternate character to take the other path with. So that's the big draw to me. I don't have to go out and like buy a second starter pack or buy a second Wildfire, etc. So if you're a big fan of Food Fight or Snapshot, definitely keep that aspect in mind as well. And again, if you have trouble tracking down the standalone Chaos Trap, this little guy takes care of it for you. So hopefully that helps you out. It is available in the Dark Edition Starter Pack form for the Wii, the Wii U, the Xbox One, the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, and the PlayStation 4. If there was a Dark Edition for the 3DS, I would pick it up as well. Dark Gusto would actually look pretty cool now that I think about it. But I do have an extra Gusto, so who knows, maybe I'll make a Dark Gusto in a custom paint. We'll just have to wait and see. That said, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this answers some questions for you, lets you know what's inside, lets you know why you might be interested in picking up the Dark Edition Starter Pack, or simply picking up the Dark Edition Starter Pack and a Standard Starter Pack. So kind of walked you through your options there, explained why I'm doing it and why you might like to do it. If you've got questions or comments, you can ask here. Quicker response you'll get from my personal site, oneofweezem.com, Skylander Club Forum, or of course on Twitter. If you have not subscribed to me here on YouTube, I suggest you do that. Why? I have got tons of Trap Team content coming your way. Minecraft, Mario Kart 8, all kinds of cool stuff coming out soon. Similarly, again, as I mentioned, if you are on Twitch, I encourage you to follow me because I'll be streaming the Xbox One version. Now that I've unboxed this thing, my nephew and I will actually be able to start our co-op playthrough. So stay tuned for that. We will be doing that from the Nintendo Wii U. Follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, I'm kind of big time into this stuff. I enjoy the extra characters. To me, it is well worth it. If you want my final say on the Dark Edition, I would give it 2 thumbs up, 3 if I had a third hand. And really one of the biggest draws for me is the Ultimate Chaos Trap, because that thing is just freaking cool. So like I said, though, I kind of walked you through it. Hopefully it helps you out. As always, thanks for watching. For myself, Dark Food Fight, Dark Snapshot, Dark Wildfire, the Special Collector's Poster, and of course the Ultimate Chaos Trap. We will catch you back here next time.